Hey guys, what's going on? Jeb here, and in today's video, we are going to be doing some reasonable analysis on the bump and run reversal pattern that everybody seems to be talking about right now. In fact, this is such a prevalent theory in the cryptocurrency space right now that you really can't go anywhere without someone saying, guys, look, we are going through a bump and run reversal pattern just like we did at the end of 2018. Bitcoin's about to blast off to $10,500. That's what everybody's saying, but is that what's going to happen? Guys, this little-known textbook pattern that people have been pointing out on Bitcoin over the last couple of years is built in three parts. First of all, you have your lead-in phase, then you have your bump phase with a massive sell-off, then you get back up above the downtrend of resistance, have a throwback, and run back to the upside above where you started in the lead-in phase. There is reason to believe that a similar thing is happening on Bitcoin with a lead-in phase right here, a bump phase right here, a throwback to the trend line right here, and then does that mean that we're about to rally all the way back up to where we started? Well, guys, that's the question that we're going to be addressing in today's video. If you guys do enjoy, as always, feel free to hit that like and subscribe button. It really helps out the channel when you do that. Let's see if we can get to 800 likes. And before we dive on into it, I do want to mention that I've just completed 2 more videos for the CT2A course update. In the last 24 hours, how to spot a winning technical indicator and pattern, and introduction to candlestick analysis. Both of these videos have been recorded and are completely updated. They are now being edited. And we've also had our videos on RSI divergence and MACD be updated and uploaded to the course. So if you're in CT2A, you're going to get access to all of these new videos completely free of charge. They are free updates. If you're in CT2A, go ahead and check them out. They are much higher quality videos, and I added a lot of information to them as well that wasn't there before. I do encourage you to go back and watch them. If you're interested in joining CT2A and getting access to a phenomenal deal, link is in the description down below. But without much further ado, guys, let's go ahead and dive right on into it. I've got a friend that says I look like Harry Potter. And I don't see the resemblance to Daniel Radcliffe. She says it's because of the hair and the glasses. Tell me in the comments section down below, do I look like Daniel Radcliffe, Harry Potter? People have been calling me that for like 10 years. I don't see it. Let me know. I want your take in the comments down below. Anyway, let's go ahead and do some analysis, shall we? Anyway, guys, of course, the reason that everybody is talking about the bump and run reversal pattern is for a pretty good reason. First of all, we saw a bump and run reversal pattern result in a massive bull market in 2019. As you can see, I have the downtrend drawn on our chart right here. Bitcoin had the lead-in phase right over here. We had the bump phase where Bitcoin fell off the metaphorical cliff. I'm not going to break down the exact anatomy. By now, you've heard about this. We had our retest of the trend line right here, and then we started the run. From the break above this rough downtrend of resistance right here, Bitcoin would run 247% in 2019. In 2019, I can't English. So that leaves us with the question, are we seeing a similar event with a lead-in right here, a fall, and then a bump phase right here, a retest of the trend line, which is what this pullback has been over the last 24 hours, the theory would say, and then does that mean that a massive rally is coming? Well, first and foremost, I would like to point your attention to a video we made about a week ago talking about golden and death crosses. There's a very interesting pattern going on right now that mirrors something that happened in 2015. Please go watch that video. The link for that will be in the top right. And it does say that relatively soon we should be seeing some uptrending movement on Bitcoin if that pattern is playing out the same as it did last time. With that pattern, what we're waiting to see is whether or not we're going to see a golden cross. For Bitcoin right now, you can see that as Bitcoin has gone into this downtrend, it does look like we're about to have a bearish MACD cross. In fact, it's almost guaranteed for tomorrow. And as of right now, our 50 daily simple moving average is still trending to the downside, so the golden cross seems a little bit off in the distance. One thing to mention, of course, is that we actually did see a bearish MACD cross on the daily chart the last time we saw a bump and run reversal pattern, and it still nevertheless resulted in a bull market. One thing to point out, though, is that instead of diverging the 50 and the 200, as we're seeing right now, in this point in history, they were converging. The 50 was trending to the upside, the 200 was trending to the downside, and it was very obvious that a cross was coming, and we saw it on the 24th of April. Right now, the 20 is trending sideways, and the 50 is trending downwards, which is an important difference, and most importantly of all, you need to understand, guys, that this is a different market than what we saw in 2019. In 2019, we'd gone through over a year of bear market. We had just seen a massive 50% capitulation, and quite frankly, there was more money sitting on the sidelines that we could draw from to build a bull market simply because there wasn't a global catastrophe going on. So while I do actually think there's a good amount of credence to the bump and run reversal pattern that we're looking at right now, just as I mentioned in one of the CT2A video updates that I did in yesterday's video, I just updated the how to spot a winning technical indicator and pattern video, and in that video, I talked about how important it is to understand that technical analysis alone does not move markets. Let me say that again because it's a very common misconception and one that I try and break down here on the channel. Technical analysis is not responsible for moving markets. What is responsible for moving markets are people trading markets and the amount of trading volume that they have access to. Trading volume moves markets. Technical analysis doesn't. Technical analysis is important because people trade based off of it. But if everybody is trading and making other fundamental decisions with their volume based on a fundamental force such as the pandemic that's going on right now, then you don't really get as much of the same accurate technical analysis as you would. What does that mean? Well, to be honest, what's going on in the real world right now, I think is pretty obviously a bearish force for Bitcoin. So that's going to make any bullish technical analysis that we see skewed a little bit more towards the neutral side. And it's also going to make any bearish technical analysis we see even more bearish because the fundamentals are weighing on top of both of those factions. So with that said, do I think that a massive breakout to the upside is about to come with the bump and run reversal pattern? No, I don't, although I do see where it's coming from. I do understand why people are pointing it out, and I do think it makes good YouTube. Don't get me wrong. I know why everyone's talking about it. It's because it makes for a great headline. But at the same time, while Bitcoin is in a very similar technical position to what we saw last time, do not get me wrong. We've seen about a year of consolidation and correction, and then right before it started, we saw about a 50% dump on the cryptocurrency. I understand there are very similar technical factors to both of these markets, but I want to see proof of the bump and run. What that means is that if this bump and run reversal pattern is going to result in something, and I think there's a chance that it might, I want to see Bitcoin bounce off of that downtrend that we've been looking at, that being this trend line right here. I want to see Bitcoin bounce off of the 50 simple moving average since it's also sitting on it. I want to see Bitcoin bounce here around $6,800 and trend to the upside. And the next thing I want to see happen after that is I want to see Bitcoin set a new higher high above our price target of around $7,425. That is our current local high. I am not betting my money on a silver bullet pattern such as a bump and run reversal, thinking that just because we saw this pattern, Bitcoin's going to moonshot. There's a lot more to technical analysis. There's a lot more to market movements than simply one pattern. There are many more things at play here, so please be careful when you watch a lot of videos saying, we just saw a bump and run reversal pattern. We're going to the moon. Buy a bunch of Bitcoin. Sell your house. Put your life savings in. We're going. It's good. Calm. It is important to be conservative in times like these. Now, don't get me wrong, it is important to take risks in the proper moment, and if you are in a position where you can take a lot of risk, then I would tell you that be careful with it, but it's a pretty good time to make a lot of money for the short and the long term when the entire economy is correcting. I understand that. I understand that the vast majority of wealth is made during recessions, actually, because you have to buy before you can sell. You have to start the business before you can profit from it. I get that, but it is also my duty as someone who people are taking my opinion as gospel to make sure that you are aware that risk aversion and risk tolerance and caution is a very, very valuable trait as well. Point of this video is not to debunk the bump and run reversal pattern. It's not to call out anyone making a bunch of noise about it. The point of this video is, however, to make sure you guys are being careful and not getting too overhyped because of one pattern. If you look back on the chart, you're going to find other examples of the bump and run that didn't result in a massive bull market. And you're going to find examples of times where it did result in a massive bull market. Just like anything, sometimes it'll be accurate, sometimes it won't. It's a coin flip sometimes, and that's why you need to understand all of technical analysis, not just one pattern. So guys, that is pretty much going to wrap it out for today's video. Before I go, though, I do humbly want to remind you guys of the Cryptocurrency Technical Analysis Academy and say that the sale will be ending on Thursday. Today is the 21st. That is the 23rd that it will be ending, so you have about 48 hours to jump on in. Guys, if you want to actually learn technical analysis and not be reliant on all of us clickbaity YouTubers to get your technical analysis and not fall into the trap of thinking that one technical indicator or one chart pattern is going to revolutionize the way that you do technical analysis, you're going to need to have a proper understanding of technical analysis. If you want to be profitable in these markets, let me be the first one to tell you it is very possible. You don't need to have any doubts about whether or not you're smart enough or whether or not you're intelligent enough or if your internet connection is fast enough or if you have enough money to start with. All of those things can be addressed. None of those things are roadblocks. The only thing you need to focus on if you want to profit in these markets is not the direction of the market. You don't even need to look at the fundamentals. Bitcoin is going to be here. There's going to be money to be made in Bitcoin no matter what happens. Even if it gets banned, it's going to be able to be made money in. And technical analysis is the language that you're going to need to understand and speak if you want to profit in these markets. That is why we created the Cryptocurrency Technical Analysis Academy. Linked in the description down below, you're going to find our course. There are 35 plus videos in here and over 11 hours of content. Like I said, I am in the midst of making a massive update to it. All of the videos are being remade, and I'm going through and adding a bunch more. For example, I'm going to be making another candlestick analysis video after the new one is updated. Today, I'm probably going to be updating mass psychology and gut feeling intuition motion. I made 2 videos yesterday. I'm going to try and make 2 again today. And I'm thinking within the next 30 days or so, every single video in the course is going to be finished updating, and we're going to have even more new content. But that comes with 2 caveats. Number 1, if you're already in the course, you're going to get access to all of that content completely free of charge. I don't charge you guys extra money when I update the course. Updates come out completely for free. Anyone already in CT2A, there are people that join the course at a fraction of the cost before the price rose, and they've still got access to it. But the second caveat is just that. The price of the course is going to go up, and it's going to go up quite a bit over the next couple of months as we add all this new content, simply because we're putting so much work into it. We have to, because, you know, that's how business works. You get what you pay for, and you pay for what you get. So, guys, I'm really thankful for this exchange that we built here, where I teach you guys technical analysis, and you guys help to support this channel, because these lights and this camera and this microphone and Taylor's payroll and all of this stuff, it doesn't come free. This channel does cost money to upkeep, and believe me, ad revenue alone is not even close to being able to cover the bills. It is CT2A in the first cohort that make this channel make sense financially, and it is the sole reason that we're able to make these videos every single day. Don't be fooled. Every single crypto YouTuber is making money somehow. It is a job. Don't get me wrong. I absolutely love doing YouTube, and even if I didn't get paid for it, I would still try to do it. I just wouldn't be able to afford to do it every single day, because there is a lot of work that goes into it. But nevertheless, if you guys are interested, the link is in the description down below. You can watch 2 of our videos as free previews also. You can watch how to set up and use TradingView, and you can watch our old video on how to spot a winning indicator and pattern. Already a fantastic video, but I went ahead and updated it anyway. That video will be out this week. If you would like a preview of what the course is like, you can check us out at the link in the description down below. There's nearly an hour of free content down there anyway that you're going to learn a lot by watching. There's no reason not to go watch it. If you want to learn more about technical analysis, there's free content down there. Click the link down below, and at checkout, if you decide to join us, use April 2020 for $40 off. Anyway, guys, to wrap the video out, I do first just want to say thank you for all of your continued support over the years. It really does mean a lot to me. We're almost at 34,000 subscribers, and that's a third of the way to 100K. That's insane. I really do want to kind of pour out to you guys and thank you. I really appreciate all the support we've had over the years. And if you made it all the way to the end of the video, first of all, hit that like and subscribe button. It helps the channel out when you do that. But also, I want to hear your favorite kind of coffee down below. I've been trying some coffee. I'm about to go on a drive, which is why it's in my thermos here. But I've been trying some coffee. I think it's from Guatemala. So tell me what your favorite coffee is in the description down below. And also tell me how you take it. Do you like it black? Do you like it with cream, sugar? I want to know. Let me know down below in the comment section. But without much further ado, guys. Without much further ado, sure, that's going to wrap it out for today's video. Before we go, though, I do first want to thank each and every single last one of you for watching, as always. And I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.
Oh, I got a real good feeling.